Good morning, David. We're in an orchard here that is in a block that is quite healthy, that I'm actually fairly pleased with the trees in. They aren't perfect, of course, but it is a really healthy block. What I wanted to show you today is one of the things that I look at when I'm observing vigor in these trees. And probably the most important thing I look at is shoot extension and leaf size. And we want to have good shoot extension and as large a leaf as possible. So shoots you can go overboard with. You can have too much growth. If you just pound trees with nitrogen and imbalance them, they will just grow shoots to an excess. But I don't believe you can have leaves that are too large. This is a block that's on a dwarfing rootstock, the same rootstock that the Regina block at your orchard is on. And it is a different variety. It's Early Robin on Gisela 12. The reason I'm here today is I wanted to show you how much shoot extension we're getting in these trees. And then we're going to go and look at the trees at your orchard in the Regina, and we're going to talk about how much shoot extension there are there. I don't even know how much shoot extension there is in your Regina block compared to here, because I haven't been there in a few days, and that can make a difference with how fast these shoots are growing. But let's look at this tree right here. And I just walked in and decided I'm going to film this morning. So what I see here is look at the length that we have already in these shoots that are growing here. I would say that's a little over 12 inches of growth, fairly consistently throughout this tree. We have shoots. Sorry about the light there. We have shoots breaking in these trees here. Here's a different tree, and you can see how long the shoots are, and they're growing very, very healthy. I like to see that because it's difficult for a tree to grow shoots and fruit at the same time. It has to have good resources available to it, good nutrition available to the tree in order to grow both shoots and leaves. And in trees that are weak, what you'll see is that they'll try to be sizing fruit, not as big as these. I mean, look how big these fruit are already. But their shoots will be very, very short because there just aren't the resources available there to grow both of them. The other thing that I think's important to look at is look at the size of the leaves here already. This leaf has fish fertilizer on it, so I'm going to smell like fish, but look at the size of the leaves that we have. That we have here. They are fairly large and getting larger as the newer leaves that are expanding will be larger than the other leaves. Let's just pick a leaf from this shoot here. That's a very big leaf for this time of year. Generally we want to have as big a leaf as possible, of course, but look at this. Look at the size of this leaf here, and let's compare that when I go over to your orchard in the Regina block, which I'll head over there now, and we'll just take a look at that. You can't really look at the fruit size between your orchard and this block because these fruit are harvested much, much earlier than the Regina. About, it would be almost 2 weeks to 3 weeks earlier we'll pick these cherries. But these are very nice sized fruit, and it also has a very nice crop load. I'm pleased with it. Of course, I'd like to see more cherries, and as we work together, I want to see more cherries as long as we can keep them big. And I think with complete nutrition and restoring the biology in these trees, in our orchards rather, we'll be able to accomplish that. So anyway, just a couple couple more shots of the shoots. Look at that new shoot growing up there. We really like to see that. A lot of shoot growth with good extension, good length, and good size leaves. So anyhow, let's move on.